All right, y'all. I'm just gonna hop right in. All gas, no brakes. So I'm looking at Shop, CRWD, and Airbnb for swings. Like these are all bottom plays. Or well, they should be. So Shop, this one just looks good. Like Shop looks so good. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So we came down to this zone. Let me go to the thing you see on a daily. Yeah, look, it's the same setup as what's the face as MA. Then I took look. You see how the selling pressure is slowing down here, and we have these wicks. So someone is buying at this level. And now, why do I say that? Because we swapped all these lows, right? And then we came in this range right here in this hammer candle. And look, and we're holding. We are holding like it. So it's trying to build a base because it wants to flip the upside. Not only that, but it has a gap to fill at 1.8 at 117. So obviously my first CP is 117. But if it keeps going, like if we break above this gap and hold, then I'm looking at 131 overall. I'm looking at this bearish candle on top to be hit. Obviously, this gap and to confirm it would be the break of this candle right here of 119.93. But shop, like just based off these candles right here, and I'm pretty sure there's volume in them. Yeah, look, why does this hammer candle have this much volume on it? Why does this candle have so much? Why does this red candle have so much volume? And look at this candle right here. This red candle, it has a lot of volume, right? But this smaller red candle has more volume than this big red candle, right? And then as we look, this green candle has a lot of volume too. So someone is buying here. Who is buying? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Who is buying this? Why are they buying it? I know why they're buying it because this junk looks good to reverse to the upside. Like it's trapped in this channel, right? In this range. So we know like we have a good risk to reward. We swept all these lows and we are maintaining. So honestly, shoot, you can pretty much enter at 111, 111. It don't matter. Have your stop under like 109, 108. First target is 118. Well, first target is the high, which is 116. But we know if we break the high, then price is just going to leave a wick at 118, right? In this gap. It's going to fill this gap. And then once price fills this gap, if we decide to range in this gap and hold, then expect price to break over 119. Then over 119, like I said, just based off the 1 hour, even if I go down 30 minute, you can just take it level by level if you really wanted to. If you're a day trader, since I swing, I'm gonna take it like day by day. But pretty much all I gotta do is just mark out the highs. I don't know why I keep doing that. But I just gotta mark out like the overall highs. This Doji candle is a good area too. So pretty much my targets 118, 119.93 for day trading, 121.62, 125. Then my overall is 131. And then it has a gap to fill at 142, but I don't care about 142 yet because we still have to we price needs to climb and it needs to prove itself that bulls are in the market. But that's shop. I'm gonna go on CRWD. This one, same thing. Look to the left. What do we do? We fill this gap right here. You see this gap right here? On a 30-minute time frame, it filled this gap. Not only did it fill the gap, but it bounced off the gap. If I go to current price, come on, scroll right here. You see this gap? Wicked it, pop back up. So there are two ways I can that you can play this, or two ways I'm gonna play this. Number one, I'm gonna either wait for this pullback down this gap, and see if price is gonna fake out before we go back up to the upside to 425, or I'm waiting for the break of 401.55 because this was the low that maintained this structure before price broke down. So so pretty much the low of 401.55, I can wait for price to reclaim over that. And then too, if we reclaim over that, we are going to reclaim over this trend line. And if we reclaim over this trend line, that means we should test the top of this trend line, which is this candle right here, right? This zone. It's pretty much, I just made a zone because these two wicks are close. So this zone right here at 425. But you see, it's simple. The break of 401, I'm looking at 425. And then from here, I'm risking like $3 for a gain of 21. Like that's good. And even then, and even if you want to, you don't even have to take it that high. You can take it up to 415, right? Because this candle caused this drop. So truth be told, we're looking at 415 first, and over that we're looking at 425, and then it does have a gap to fill at 468. But like I said, it's not gonna go up here. It like price It's not gonna go up here in a day or in a week. It's gonna take like a month or 2 months for price to hit 468. But as of right now, I'm focused on where price is at right now. So as of right now, I'm looking at resets of 401.55 over that, or pretty much over 402.66. You're looking at break of the trend line. Then over that, we're looking at 415, then 425, like this zone right here. But CRWD, CrowdStrike looks good on the 30 minute. Like it looks real good. Like I like it down here. I like the odds. And then I'm going 4 hour. Yeah, on the 4 hour, look. Boom, down. This bearish candle, then what happened? And I'm pretty sure there's volume on that candle. Yep, volume. So why does this volume almost match this bearish candle? And then look at the next candle. So that's what I'm saying. If this is an island bottom reversal, I'll drop that. That's pretty much like a big candle followed by a small candle inside of it, and the next candle should break out. But if this is an island bottom, then yeah, then I expect CrowdStrike to push it upside. Last but not least, Airbnb. Same thing. Like I said, I'm just trying to find bottom and top. Like I like the trend, but I'm trying to find like the exact bottoms and tops because I like to trade reversals so much because they're just easy for me to find. So Airbnb, same thing. I'm waiting for 122.91. So this midpoint right here. Now, this weekly, ugly. I got cap. But I like it because we swept this low and we came inside this candle right here, this bullish candle. And then watch this. This is something for IC2, not IC2 for ICT. It's a FVG. It's a fair value gap. That's pretty much. It's just two wicks and the body of a candle. Then if I were to extend this out, what did price tap? We went in this bullish green candle, right? And we closed above. So that's telling me, hey, someone is buying here. Someone is buying this. So if someone is buying this, right? Let me go back to where I was. Then honestly, let me just draw that again because I could just get rid of it. I go to lower time frames right there. Go to daily. Boom. Ain't that the same level? Look at that. That's the perfect tap. So even just off of that, I'm wrong just off that. Because as long as we stay above 120, like I'm looking at 125, 127, then probably 130 on Airbnb. But to fully confirm the break would be price having to break this lower trend down here. I don't know if I go down to 30-minute time frame. So all I did was not sure what I did right now. I'll just get rid of this. So all I did, right? Oh, where's the level of resistance? 125.51 this high. Why? Because this high made this low, right? Obviously, we broke the low of 120, right? We held it, right? You see this volume coming, and notice when price came down, the candles got smaller and smaller, but look at the volume sticks. They're getting bigger and bigger. So someone's buying. Then what happened? We're starting to see reversal upside. So the overall structure of this move right here, right? The high is 125, but this bounce right here, all I gotta do, if I know for a fact we break over 122.87 and hold, like we're going to test 125 because this is the overall top or range. And over that, I'm looking at 127 because this green stick right here, look what happened. Price started right here, then it dumps and made that low. So that's what I'm saying. Like my TPs, like they're based off the charts. Then over that, we have this gap right here, top left at 131. So that's my overall target. But as of right now, like this, I wish I saw this earlier because I would have entered right here, but I'm gonna wait for the break of 122.18 because I know if we break over that, I'm looking at the upside. And then, oh, I'm talking too fast. Sorry, I got in the zone. And then, so this trend line right here, I said two sides to make a trend line. I could draw one right here. So I could draw three. So we see this red stick right here. 1, 2, right? This stick right here. 1, 2. So now there's one more I could draw. 1, 2. There was one more I could draw somewhere. Oh yeah. If I really wanted to, I could draw one from here. If I really wanted to show y'all. Cause this here, boom, or even from this peak up here. But like I said, trend line is very subjective, right? It just depends on how you see the chart and how your brain sees it. that's just how my brain sees it because I'm connecting the trend lines and I'm trying to branch off. Because look, since boom boom, we are like in this zone right here. So that's telling me that hey, we sweep over 122.18 just based off this trend line. Like I'm looking to 125. And then too, if I want, oh yeah, that's how I did it. I drew these two and I drew a ray. So you see these two lines right here? You see this high point, the highest point right here, this midpoint? I drew a line like that. So that's how I know we break over this midpoint, we break over this trend zone channel right here. Like, like that's just a good risk to reward for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I'm gonna try to keep this video like 10 minutes long. I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time because I can talk about this chart for like 5 hours if I really wanted to. But yeah, like it looks like Airbnb, like it honestly looks good. Like the fact that it came in this zone, it made this low, right? We came in here, popped back up, came down, we swept the lows, and now we're holding, right? And volume's coming in. So I was telling them like, hey, someone's buying this up. But I at least am looking at 127 on Airbnb. At least 127. But it all depends on the market because I don't think we're crashing, as they say. But I just think like it's just a pullback, bro. Like people don't say you have to go lower to go higher. You have to go higher to go lower. Like a crash. Like y'all don't know, like people don't know what a crash is. A crash is when Beyond Meat went from $5 to 400. No, it went from $5 to 500 in a day, halted, and then that same day it crashed down from 500 down to like no, and it spent like 3 days. It went from 500 down to like $10, and it halted. Spy during COVID, that COVID drop, that was a crash because when Spy dropped, the market had a halt because it was dropping so much. And then what happened? It opened up, range dropped again, the market halted. That's a crash. But if we are in an uptrend, we suddenly like pull back and retracement. Like it's like look. That's why I say look at the higher time frames, right? Higher low. How is the higher low made when price pulls back? How's the higher high made when price breaks the previous high high? Like that's why you have to look at a trend, right? And not all stocks trade the same. Some stocks like to rebel against the overall market. Prime example, sometimes it'd be Tesla, sometimes it's Apple, sometimes it's Home Depot. It just varies. But that's it for me. And I'll see you on the next video.